Welcome from Munich, where we have a brand new mouse and Bluetooth keyboard combo by Microsoft. It's called the Designer Bluetooth Desktop. Not that innovative of a name, but it says clearly what people can use this for, like for example just the regular mouse and a keyboard combo for your desktop PC, but also it works with, of course, any Android, iOS and other device that supports Bluetooth. Doesn't even have to be Bluetooth 4, but of course this is Bluetooth 4, so the battery life will be drastically better than with previous types of keyboards, and I'm happy that Microsoft is also not using their dongles anymore, because this is just a lot better in the long run. So you can see here it needs it has a low profile design, has also low battery usage, so long battery life, and also it feels quite good. And the Bluetooth technology mouse, or Bluetooth technology mouse, also added to the Bluetooth, is quite nice. We can see here the actual sizes, features, and of course the layout. Now there's the English layout here on the picture, which is also not in the box, because we have here the German layout inside, but that's alright because it's usually just a QWERTY instead of QWERTZ, and yeah, let's just take it out of the box and take it for a spin. So here we have the keyboard and mouse right away, which I can put to the side for a second. And then we have here something to read. Also check that out in 1 minute, and also 4 AAA batteries, which should last really for a long time. On the keyboard they usually last over a year, and on the mouse round about half a year if you use them on a daily basis, which means usually about 4 hours. I know if you have a home office it's more than 4 hours of everyday use, but I mean AAA batteries are not too expensive, but sadly there's no micro USB or any other port on the mouse or the keyboard, so you definitely have to also get always new AAA batteries. These were actually by Duracell, so they should really last for a long time. So you have here the short little manual in about 10 languages or even more. So the product guide, don't even know what that is for. Then we have here the limited warranty, again not that interesting. How you should dispose the batteries, again we should already know that. Some random papers here, and then what's more interesting is how to use actually the keyboard and mouse itself, how to pair it with your device, and how to put in the batteries. Now that's actually not that hard. It looks really simple, and that's why it's called the Designer Bluetooth Desktop, because it just looks quite nice. You can buy the mouse actually separately also. It's just called the Designer Mouse by Microsoft. It's really flat, has a nice matte feeling, touch to it, not rubberish or anything like that, but really quite nice. The clicking sound is also not too loud. If you're left or right-handed, doesn't matter. You can just set it up in the settings which way you want to use it. You have here your nice little mouse wheel, and on the bottom of course the compartment for the battery, which you can get in by easily just pushing this up, because it's magnetic. But actually you should not lose it. As you can see, the magnet is really strong, and even if it's open it won't fall off, and if you do this, definitely again not. The only way to take it off is really slide it up, and on the bottom you will also see it looks exactly the same, so no design differences here depending on how you would move this around. Then we have here your Bluetooth technology and your little button for on and off, and of course connecting to Bluetooth. So quite nice, not too big. We'll compare it in a second with 2 other mice by Microsoft. Then we have also here the keyboard, which is, as I said, again now in German. That's why we have a little bit of a different letters on here. So this is the delete button, for example. These are the standard Windows buttons, you should know them. For Cortana this will be quite nice in Windows 10. Otherwise the numpad and all the other extra buttons here on the top, which you know from your notebooks, again quite nice. Especially because you can also adjust the brightness of your display, for example, on your tablet PC. Windows RT, Windows 8 are compatible. Control button, and now it's quite interesting that it's really a low profile keyboard. You can see it here, quite slim. But still, again, the point where you can press the keys and the sound is really quite nice. No mechanical keyboard, of course, but I can definitely imagine typing a lot on this, because it just really has a quite nice touch and size, so it's also quite good for me as a journalist. On the bottom, again, it's quite simple, just says Microsoft. You can slide this open here, again the battery compartment, nothing else. In here, quite simple and easy to use. And what's interesting here again, that the Bluetooth button is right on the side, hidden again, and on and off, and Bluetooth will be still so quite easy to connect. So let me compare the mouse with some other Microsoft mice I have been using for the last years. Like for example, this is my favorite travel mouse. It's called the Arc Touch. This is the special edition. And then you can see here that in size, of course, the designer mouse is a little bit smaller, but only because you can actually do this here with the Arc Touch. Check out my review video on that. Still available, and you can then see here that that's a little bit bigger still for traveling, but almost the same height, or really also as slim as the here the Traveler. For a desktop PC, I have this one. This is quite an old Microsoft Explorer mouse. You can see the color coming off and everything. I've been using it for quite a while, and of course that's a lot bigger here and better for me to use it every day, around 8 or even more hours. But let's just compare another keyboard here. Now the only wireless keyboard I have actually is almost here a standard cheap one by Acer. I have bought that one with my all-in-one PC, and then we have also here the keyboard here on top, which is the Microsoft one I just unboxed. So you can see also here in comparison that the Microsoft looks a lot better, is of course a lot slimmer also, and yeah, just is a nice designer keyboard. So thank you much for tuning in. This was a really short unboxing and comparison here of the Microsoft designer keyboard and mouse, or designer desktop as Microsoft is calling. Thank you much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Balazs, and thank you much for watching.